Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. I am your host, who has discovered a very new and important special talent this past week, and I'm going to tell you all about it later. And we are joined, as always, by the currently employed Noah.
Got 2 more weeks, then we don't know what's going to happen. It's all going to burn.
Then we enter the void. And we are joined by a special guest this week who is a nurse, so she deserves all of our love and respect. It's Molly.
Hello, hello.
Molly, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on. I'm a longtime listener, and I've wanted to be on since the beginning, and I've been bothering Noah since the beginning. Really.
Good. You've been bothering Noah since, like, his very beginning, too.
That's true.
It's true.
So.
He does happen to be my little brother.
Molly, I think you've listened to almost every episode, right?
Yeah, there were a few, like, recently that I missed because I've been
That's okay.
rather busy, but I listened to almost all of them.
And
so do I.
that's not true. Ben's never listened to an episode.
I have to listen to an episode. I listen to them as they are happening. So
That counts.
I'm a primary source.
I work night shift, so it's my entertainment on the way home when I'm really tired and driving home.
That's dangerous, though, because we've been known to put people to sleep.
That's true. That's kind of our specialty.
No. Well, you don't put me to sleep.
Okay. Hear that, Ma? Probably not. She's asleep by now. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Molly, for being here. Make sure you check us out at noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Or anywhere that podcasts are available, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, or coming to you live this week from, oh gosh, I never think of these, the Library of Congress.
Whoa.
If you go to the mysterious section, you can find, we're on page 42 of the president's book.
You can submit podcasts to the Library of Congress, can't you?
You can. In fact, there's a very interesting thing. It's one of the anchors on Fox. I can't remember who it is, but at the end of his show, and it's not like one of the news Fox, it's one of the more like opinion Fox ones.
Oh.
At the end of his show, he always says, and this show's off to the Library of Congress, which every TV show that's on cable television gets sent to the Library of Congress just automatically. So,
So it's not
I don't know why he thinks
impressive.
I don't know why he thinks it's such a big deal, but yeah.
If we remember, we'll sign off that way. This podcast is being sent to the Library of Congress.
We should do that. Yeah, but it's funny. I learned that in one of my media law classes in college. And I was just like, that's funny. Well, yeah, if I think we can get into our weekly updates. Molly, is Molly first or are you first, Noah? I don't have the show notes pulled up.
Molly, I think you should go for it. I want to hear about your difficult week.
My exciting week, yeah. Yeah, so Noah asked me to be on the podcast, like last weekend, I think, or early this week. And so, like, all week, I'm, like, waiting for something interesting to happen to me that I could talk about, because he said I needed a weekly update. And I haven't really done anything exciting, because my whole household has been sick for a month almost. And I guess I should say I have a husband and I have 2 little girls, and we've all been sick, and we haven't gone anywhere except work, the grocery store, and staying at home. So I was waiting for something interesting to happen to me. And then on, I believe it was Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'm washing everything in this house. All of the sheets, all of the towels, all of the blankets. I'm just going to wash absolutely everything, because I don't know where the sickness is coming from if we aren't going anywhere. So I started doing laundry, and I started with a load of sheets, and I put the sheets in the dryer. 2 hours later, I came downstairs, and they are still drying, and it says it still has like 59 minutes left to dry. I'm like, what in the world? Why is it taking so long? Did I set it wrong or something? And I open it, and it is like stone cold in there and soggy, and they're not even like close to dry. So if you know me at all, you know that I am the cheapest person on the planet, and I will never call a repairman unless it is absolutely necessary. So I started Googling things about why my dryer would not be drying. And I did all of the things I could possibly have done. I like took the silver snake off the back. I vacuumed it out. I like shone a flashlight up there to make sure like a bird hadn't built a nest in it. I vacuumed the inside of the dryer. I cleaned the lint filter so that it's like probably the cleanest it's ever been. And then I went outside and I like unscrewed the filter that's on the outside of your house. And I vacuumed that out and I washed it all out, all while like laying upside down because you can't really see it. And it was pretty funny. And my 2-year-old was standing on the porch like, Mommy, what are you doing to the house? What are you doing there? I'm like, I'm trying to fix the dryer. And she's like, you can see on her face, she's like, the dryer's in the basement. What is she doing?
What is she doing?
Yeah, it was pretty great. Did all of that. Flipped the breaker. Tried that. Nope. So then I decided it was probably the heating element. So then I texted my dad because my dad can fix absolutely anything. And he was like, yeah, it's the heating element. You're going to have to call a repairman. I was really sad about that. Especially after I'd spent like 6 hours trying to fix the dryer. And it still wasn't working. And I still had all of this wet laundry. So then I had to, Little House on the Prairie style, had like yarn strung all over my house. And like sheets draped over it and towels draped over it. And all of our laundry. It was pretty great.
Whoa.
So I did all that so they would dry. And my 2-year-old got up from her nap and she was like, whoa, Mom, you decorated. that was her assessment of the laundry strung all over the house. I was like, wow.
It's decoration.
At least she was excited about it.
This is an interesting
But the good news is they came
style.
out the next day and he looked at it. He's like, it's the heating element. I can fix that. He's like, I actually have the part on my truck. Do you want me to repair it today? I thought that was kind of a stupid question.
I was going to say,
like,
that's a
no,
horrible
I would
question.
like you to come back some other day and fix it. And of course,
Like,
I
no,
want you
right-
to fix it today.
Right now is very inconvenient for me.
Today's not good.
Yeah. So he fixed
Yeah.
it, and he came
Did you
upstairs.
actually
and I was-
leave?
Yeah, right. Like,
get out of my house,
You can
please.
come back next week. It's fine. Yeah, no, he fixed it, and I was very grateful. And he was actually really nice, the repairman guy. And I was like, thank you so much for fixing it today. And he was like, oh, you're welcome. I can tell you probably have a lot of laundry around here because I was like holding a baby and Jules was running around and I had clothes strung up all over the place. Yeah. So, yeah, that was my exciting week.
So, Molly, did it inspire you to get rid of your dryer completely and just hang dry all of your clothes going forward?
Oh, yeah, totally. No, because it took like 2 days for my towels to dry. And now they're like kind of crispy. They're not, I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
They're not well dried. So
Crispy
probably
towels
going
are
to
the
have to
worst
just
towels.
wash and dry them again. Yeah. We won't
I-
talk about our underwear.
Yeah, crispy is one of those words that I don't like. And when it's used to describe the consistency of clothing, I really don't like it. So
Sorry.
that's not your fault. If your clothes were crispy, your clothes were crispy. But I'm glad it was able to be fixed, and now you can have less crispy but still dry clothes.
And now every time I turn the dryer on, I just think of how grateful I am for my dryer, and I'm not ungrateful for how much laundry I have to do.
That's a good perspective adjustment. Like when our fridge went out when I was being quarantined with possible COVID a few months ago, and we realized that not having a fridge and not being able to go to the store is really difficult. It
It's
makes
like
you appreciate the things.
Little House on the Prairie. Because
Yeah, I don't think I would have survived then.
I definitely wouldn't have.
Not many
Because I
people
don't-
did.
That's true. I don't think they needed social media managers back then.
Or web developers.
Or web
or
developers.
nurses.
Definitely needed nurses.
No, they needed
There was a
nurses.
lack of them, though.
But,
But everyone was a nurse. Everyone knew how to like leech a kid,
Amputate their
amputate.
legs and things.
do you know how to leech a kid, Molly?
I don't even think that's like a correct sentence. So
Yeah, so you take leeches and put them on a kid.
Yeah, can't be that hard.
I
Yeah.
do believe they still do that on occasion for certain things, but it's not a standard practice of medicine.
Wait, Are you serious? Like with real leeches?
I mean, I think it's, yeah, but it's like an alternative medicine.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Not like your hospital doesn't practice this.
Not that I'm aware of, but
I don't think we have enough leeches in the area.
Yeah.
I can't think of a patient I would currently have that would require leeching. Usually my patients don't have enough blood in them. They don't have too much blood. So.
Oh, this is getting dangerously close to a HIPAA violation.
Yeah.
Only if you say the name.
Let's see if we can trick Molly into saying one of the names.
Let's see if we can trick your sister into a HIPAA violation.
All right. Well, if you make me lose my nursing license, then you people can pay me child support or something.
This podcast cannot afford to get sued.
Wait a second. I don't think that's where child support comes from.
I know.
But
I need support for my children, so I don't know what else to call it.
I have half of a Pizza Hut gift card in my wallet you can have.
Like literally half of the card, or the card has half of the balance.
It's halfway been used.
I still have like all these gift cards in my wallet from like my high school graduation, and I don't know if they still have money on them or not. And I need to go through them.
I have so many gift cards that I don't know if they have money on them.
I know.
And
Does it expire? I don't even know.
I don't think gift cards expire.
I mean, it depends on the gift card. All of my high school gift cards were gone after about 3 months. Like, I had an awesome summer. I got about $70 worth of Qdoba gift cards, and it was gone by the end of the summer.
Speaking of high school and awesome summers, Noah, what's your weekly update? That was the best transition of my life.
That was a really good transition. Okay, so Ben knows this story because I had to tell him because I was with him right before this happened. So I was with Ben for like
before you go, has Jesse heard this story?
Jesse has. I confessed this to Jesse when she got home that night, and she thought it was funny. So I feel like hopefully I can tell this story on the podcast and it'll be okay. But yeah, I was driving home from a thing. Ben and I went to like a youth group thing. We're not in a youth group, but we're
cool.
Mentoring youths or volunteering for youths.
I was throwing basketballs at most of them. So
Ben hit a kid, a little girl.
I hit a little girl in the head with a basketball. In my defense, I was shooting the basketball and it went in. So it's not like she was in a place that
the ball went in.
In my defense, the ball went exactly where I meant for it to. But she just happened.
4-pointer then? You get an extra point for hitting somebody?
Yeah. You hit a little 5-year-old in the head. It's extra points.
She was 5, Ben?
Well, okay. First of all, this is like a middle and high school youth group. I don't know why she was there.
I don't think that excuses your actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, middle schoolers and high schoolers would know to get out of the way.
Exactly. Or they would laugh about it instead of cry. She didn't cry. To her defense, she was very tough about it.
When they cleared away the blood, it was all fine.
Yeah, after we picked up all the shrapnel.
So anyway,
sorry, I interrupted.
I was driving home from this event, and my grandpa had like a medical question about like some kind of medication that I had once taken. And so I was calling Grandpa to talk to him about this. And so we were just catching up. I hadn't talked to him in a little bit.
Was it leeching?
Yeah, it was leeching. He was thinking about doing some leeching. Wanted to know about my experiences. And Grandma was there too. So he's like, oh, you want to talk to Grandma? And I was, sure. So I'm driving home and I have like the Bluetooth hands-free. So I was talking to her while I was driving. And I'm talking to Grandma and I look over, I'm stopped at a stoplight, and the car next to me, there's like a couple people that are clearly staring at me, like kind of craning their heads to like look in my car. And I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. So I looked over and they start waving at me, like both hands up in the air, like waving back and forth. And I think like, oh, I must like know these people. Okay, I told Grandma, okay, hold on. I think someone's trying to wave me down. And so I'm kind of thrown off guard. And I roll down my window and they roll down their window. And it's just a car full of high school girls. And so I'm like kind of thrown off and I'm looking through like, do I know any of these girls? Like maybe I know one of them. And they start talking to me like kind of flirty. asking me like, what are you doing tonight? How are you? And I finally determined I don't know any girls in this car. I know no one here.
Oh, no.
And then I'm not sure what to do, but I'm just like answering the questions like, hi, yeah, and then they're just like, okay, have a nice night, because the light turned green. I was like, okay, you too. And they drive off, and I drive off, and we roll up our windows. And so I'm just like, Grandma, I don't know if you heard any of that, but you're not going to believe what just happened. And then I think the best part of the story is my grandma's response. I told her what happened, and she just goes, oh, well, that must have been just a really nice ego boost for you.
Okay, so after this, he called me, and I didn't answer because I never answer my phone. I think my phone was actually like playing music or something for the kids, bunch of rap music, and it was, and so like I didn't answer, and then I called him back, and didn't your grandma say like, oh, they must have thought you were a handsome boy or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Or you said that, and I just went, well, that can't be it.
Yeah, to bring it back down to earth.
Yeah, your grandma.
It was dark. They clearly could not see that there was even a guy in the car. I think they were just like messing around.
Well, the first thing I said is I think you're going to be like on some sort of TikTok challenge.
Yeah, maybe I am. I'm not on TikTok, so who would know?
He's going to be TikTok famous by the end of the week.
There you go.
But no, you're a very
Did you
handsome
flash your
boy,
ring?
Noah.
You should have like flashed your ring and then drove away.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Like, not that I was married, but
Totally forgot that he was married. Absolutely
I just
forgot
that I have this thing on my finger that can deter all the women, because I've never needed to deter a woman ever.
Maybe I should take mine off. Just kidding. I don't have one.
Anyway,
if that's what it does.
So that was my big ego boost for the week.
Congratulations. I can successfully say that's never happened to me, at least that I'm aware of.
Yeah,
Because
me either.
when I'm driving, I'm oftentimes very much in my own world.
Like blasting your
Regardless of-
switchfoot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. And singing and acting a fool. Rarely am I talking to my grandma. That might actually be something that helped you in this case. Like, aw, he's talking to his grandma. How sweet. Versus, oh, he's singing early 2000s alternative rock music. That's weird. So,
Well,
Who
at
knows?
least I wasn't drinking a pumpkin spice latte.
at least you weren't, because they're trash. Pumpkin spice lattes, as we've discussed ad nauseum on this show, are the worst of
Debatable.
all fall-time beverages.
I agree.
Yeah, and thank you, Molly. I now have Molly on my side. I'm pretty sure Michael was on my side.
I
Noah's
think
the only.
I'm
Noah's
the
the
lone
only
holdout.
Yeah.
I know a car
Which-
full of girls that would probably agree with me. I would bet.
You should have asked.
Do you want to be compared to high school girls that are driving around?
It
in a
wouldn't be the
Toyota
first time.
RAV4?
Would not be the first time.
Not only that, they were driving around in like the most basic white person car.
It's true. It was also
Toyota
basic.
RAV4.
But there's nothing better than pumpkin spice.
That's not true. Well, I was trying to decide what we should talk about, or I should talk about for my weekly update. And apart from the fact that Noah, Jesse, and I discovered I have some hidden talent earlier this week after we finished recording last week's podcast, because we were all together when we recorded that one. For whatever reason, Noah was making some eggies. And eggies. And they started, like, Noah and Jesse started trying to balance an egg on its, well, because Jesse said that you can balance an egg on its top, like standing up and down on the winter solstice, which I kind of rudely explained how that is absolutely not a thing and not even scientifically possible. Because the winter solstice isn't actually a thing. It's the shortest day of the year, but the whole like balance and tide things that has to do with like the moon and stuff, and the moon is on a cycle of every 28 days, and it's inevitably going to be in a different place every single year on the winter solstice. But anyway,
But it happened in West Wing, so
it happened in West Wing, so it must be possible. So she explained this, and we all tried standing an egg on its head, and Noah and Jesse couldn't do it, and then I just walked up and did it. It took me a while.
And then Jesse did it too.
And then Jesse did it with the egg, I did it, but I grabbed the egg that Jesse was trying to do it with, and I did it even faster with that one. So I did it twice. So apparently, regardless of when the winter solstice is, I'm really good at balancing eggs. But that's not my weekly update. I just wanted to brag about that.
Ben the egg
I was going to say, are our lives so boring now that this show should just be called Dryers, High Schoolers, and Eggs?
Dryers, High Schoolers, and Eggs.
Balancing eggs.
That's true. Balancing eggs. But earlier this week, I believe it was on a Tuesday, I went to a coffee shop to work because I am a millennial. Actually, I'm not even a millennial, but that just seems like something a millennial would do. Molly, you're a millennial. Have you ever worked in a coffee shop as a nurse?
Am I a millennial?
You are.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm the very, very tail beginning of Gen Z. Anything older than me is a millennial.
I'm Gen Z.
I don't feel like a millennial. I'm like an old soul.
She's an old soul.
She's a boomer.
Oh, no. Boomer. But anyway, sorry. So I went to work in this coffee shop, and I was looking down their menu, looking for some hot beverage, because what I normally get at this coffee shop is basically a chocolate milkshake with some coffee in it. But it was kind of chilly that Tuesday, and I didn't want that. So I was looking for something warm, and I came across a maple spice latte. And I was like, hey, what's the maple spice latte like? And all the baristas were like, oh, it's the best, you have to get it. Which I'm pretty sure if you say that about any drink at a coffee shop, they will say that.
Just to get you to buy it?
Yeah, just to get you to buy it. As if I wasn't going to buy anything. But, I mean, I'm in line at a coffee shop. I'm going to buy some sort of beverage. But they're like, oh, that's the best, you have to get it. And I was like, what does it taste like? And they're like, it literally tastes like hot maple syrup. And I was like, okay, I'm so down for that because I love maple syrup. And I ordered it, and it was given to me. And let me tell you, the maple spice latte is not only better than the pumpkin spice latte, it is embarrassing that people don't know or aren't talking as much about the maple spice latte as they are talking about pumpkin spice lattes. And I just want to use the remainder of my time, which I've already used all of it, but to just lend to maple spice latte awareness and how you too should go get a maple spice latte from this very specific small coffee shop in my hometown. And I'm not sure if they have it anywhere else, but you have to go.
Can you reveal the name of the coffee shop so I can go try it?
No, it's the name of it is literally the city that I live in.
Oh, okay. Well, that tells me what I need to know.
It is Fairbanks Coffee Shop.
Okay. I might have to go try that.
I will gladly go with you. What are you doing the rest of today? I'll go get one right now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I did actually. I have had a scone, a pancake, a Krispy Kreme donut, and a bunch of fruit today. So my sugar level is like kind of.
I woke up 7 minutes before we started recording.
I went to a whole birthday party before this recording.
That's right. You texted me. Noah texted me. So for reference, we're going to start recording at 10. That's when we all jumped on the call. We didn't start recording till later because of issues. But Noah sent me a text message at 7:38 a.m. that said, hey, do you mind preparing a game? I just found out I'm going to a birthday thing for Jesse's friend this morning. And I said, sure thing, at 9:35 when I woke up.
I noticed that, yeah. I was like, I think he just woke up. I do have to, because I had to leave the party early, they requested that I give them shout-outs. So shout out to Lizette. Happy birthday, Lizette. She's a big fan of the show. I don't think she's ever listened, but she's a big fan.
Big fan.
Shout out to Erin, she only listens to the episodes with Jesse. She'll listen to the first couple minutes to find out who the guest is.
And then if it's Jesse, she'll stay.
If it's Jesse, she'll stay. Otherwise, she's out. And then shout out to Jake, who said to give a specific shout out to all the orphaned ostriches of the world.
So
those are
one of those birthday parties.
We'll have a moment of silence for the ostriches.
Well, he didn't ask for a moment of silence. He asked for a shout out. That's literally the opposite of a shout out.
That's true. So do, celebrate privately however you would wish to. If you'd rather shout out, if you would rather stay silent, that's your choice.
I prefer to scream on behalf of all the orphaned.
We will all do our best ostrich scream on 3. Ready?
1, 2, 3. I knew Noah was going to be the only one who did it. Because I was going to do it, and I was like, no, I should just see if just Noah does it.
I knew Molly wasn't going to do it.
No, I did too. But I knew you were going to pull through. For reference, my best ostrich stream is because that's what they sound like. If you've ever kidnapped an ostrich, you would know. That's where all the orphans come from.
That's your story for next week.
That's my story for next week. But do we have any reviews or feedback? I kind of have feedback, actually, that someone gave me earlier this week. If there's nothing else to talk about for this section.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me we peaked at about episode 5. So
was that me? Did I say
Michael.
that?
No,
it was Michael.
Just kidding. What's your feedback?
I was talking to, because I've been going into the office a little bit more since everything I do is kind of near the office. I've been staying not at the apartment that I pay money to live in, but every once in a while I'll just stay at my parents' house, which is closer to my work, but also closer to the things I have to do in the evenings. So I'll just go into the office because it's closer. So I've been going to the office a lot more. And a friend of mine told me, she said she used to listen to the podcast every week, but now that I've been coming into the office, she doesn't have to. And I've been trying to decide whether that's a nice thing or a mean thing.
It's like, I get my fill of you now.
Like, well, yeah,
I don't
like
need more.
Because one thing she's saying is, I don't want more of you. But when I wasn't there, it was like, I need at least a little bit.
I need some of you, but I don't need all of you.
I need some Ben, but not a lot of Ben.
I kind of get what she's saying, because I started listening to podcasts too because it was during, the beginning of the pandemic and everything, and I hadn't seen Noah in I don't know. We went a long time without seeing each other because of everything.
It's a long pandemic.
Very funny. No, and I wanted to know what was going on in his life, and I could have just called him, but his podcast was available whenever I was available. So
maybe that's why nobody talks to me anymore, because they just know about it from the podcast.
That's possible. And as opposed to a phone call, there's no obligation on your part. You just listen.
That's right.
And take what you want.
Turn it off when you're done.
And turn it off when you're done.
You can leave whenever you want. You don't offend anybody.
That's right.
If anybody ever asks what I'm doing, because people will say oh, I don't know what you're doing anymore because you're not on social media, I'll just say,
I'm on
listen to the podcast.
So you got to whip out a business card.
Noodlespodcast.com.
That's all it says. I can
right.
I have about 1,000 business cards at my current job that are about to become irrelevant. We could white out the logo and just put noodlespodcast.com on them.
Yes.
There you go.
Something else that happened while I was at the coffee shop was one of the baristas, when I was paying and stuff, she was like, "Is your name Andrew?" And I said, "No, but funnily enough, that's my brother's name." And she goes, "Oh, I knew that was one of your guys' names. I went to high school with you." And I had no idea who this person was. And after I went and I sat back down, I sent a message to my work group chat, saying I'm at a coffee shop and the barista, I apparently went to high school with the barista and I have no idea who she is. And one of my coworkers responded and said, "You should have just given her your business card." And I was like,
"Ooh.
I don't have a business card."
You don't?
I'm like, do any of you guys have business cards? And a few of them were like, "Yeah, we have business cards." I was like, where are you getting business cards from?
I actually had business cards for this administrative assistant job I had on the side for a couple of years, but I never used any of them.
Because you did that whole job from your house, right?
Yeah. By myself. Yep.
Yeah, I need to get back in the habit of that now that I'm working for myself again. I need to start handing out business cards. I think I maybe got a client at this birthday party eventually, but I didn't even have a card.
Hey.
So I need to get on that.
You just scrawl it on a paper towel. It looks real official.
It's more like personal that way. Instead of this impersonal business card, it's like, here, let me write my personal phone number on this napkin.
Feel free to give me a call.
To show off your penmanship. This episode sponsored by Business Cards R Us. If you need a business card, go to Business Cards R Us, and they have them.
That's the slogan. Business cards, they have them.
They have them. They're not a bunch of creative people.
They don't have a marketer.
They just print what they're told.
You should give them your business card, Noah. Maybe they could use you.
No, that's why our marketing is suffering, is because a lot of the marketing is being done by me, the web developer, who is not a marketer.
And they'll never hire me. Speaking of hiring, Molly, I hear you've prepared a game for us.
I sure have.
I'm so excited for it. Tell us.
Yes.
What am I going to beat Noah in this week?
You are going to beat Noah at obscure Disney trivia.
We'll see about
You're
that.
going to try anyway.
I'm a huge Disney buff.
Okay, so I spend a lot of time on Disney Plus because my 2.5-year-old loves all things Disney. So I tried to find some, like, not too hard, but obscure or interesting Disney trivia questions. Although now that I'm looking at them, a lot of them are princess related. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I have a
Should've-
serious advantage then.
Yeah, because he has
It's
two
true. Noah and
sisters.
sisters. Yeah, Noah, he liked watching those Disney movies with us.
I'm way more pro Disney princess than Jesse is. Jesse's determined that our kids will not watch Disney princess movies, but I'm like,
They can come
I
to
can
my
go
house
too.
and watch them.
This is why Jesse and I get along so well. It's because Jesse and I are like, let's just watch La La Land. And then
I
Not
want to
Disney
watch
princess movies.
Tangled. You love Tangled though.
I do genuinely love
Oh,
Tangled.
that is the best. Yeah.
That is the best Disney princess movie ever. And
Tangled does make an appearance in these trivia questions. So
then I'm probably going to get it
we
right.
shall see.
I'll get one
Okay.
question right.
So the very first question that I have is a 2-pointer. And I think we're going to... Is there a way that you both can answer the question? Like you write down your answers or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
man.
I'll just put it
Because
on
I
my
think that
phone.
would be easier. Okay. The question is, which Disney princess had the least number of lines through the entire film? And for a bonus point, how many lines did she have?
No. Do we get
Um,
multiple choice or is it just...
Nope.
Okay, I have an answer.
I have one too. 1 second. It's... Oh, wait. I shouldn't say it out loud. I'm trying to guess the number.
All right.
Okay.
Are we going to do whoever's closer on the number or do we have to get it exactly
yeah,
right?
sure.
Okay.
Well, no, since it's a bonus point, because I don't have any other bonus points. You either get it or you don't. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
I said The Little Mermaid, or so Ariel, I guess. And I said she had 214 lines.
Oh, okay.
Both of those things are very incorrect.
I was going to
cool.
say she was pretty chatty, but the princess
But she couldn't
who-
talk for half of it.
Ah, that is a good point.
That's a good point. She made up for it, I guess.
I'm thinking of a similar scenario, Ben, but she didn't have very many lines because she was pretty much asleep through the whole movie. And that is Sleeping
Oh.
Beauty with 34 lines.
Noah is correct on
Really?
the princess. Yes, Princess Aurora or Sleeping Beauty, and she had only 18 lines.
18.
Yes. And
Wow.
we had just watched Sleeping Beauty not that long ago, and I don't know, that one used to be one of my favorites when I was a kid, and rewatching it as an adult with my own child, I'm like, first of all, this movie is scary.
It is.
And second of all, it's just kind of messed up, you know? I don't know.
The king
I
have
is
thoughts
super
about it.
wasted.
Can I argue that Noah didn't actually say her name?
Oh, I knew Aurora. I would have gotten that.
Yeah.
But you didn't. See,
Well,
if
he gets one point for the princess, no points for the lines.
he didn't say princess. Okay, whatever.
I'm not going to be that particular, Ben.
I know, but I wish you were.
I'm about to
Whatever, you guys
destroy
get bonus
this
points for
man.
everything. Okay, you ready for second question?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a true or false question. Mickey Mouse is the first cartoon character to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Okay.
Noah, why don't you go first?
I'm going to say true.
I'm going to say false.
Noah is winning.
Yes.
He is correct. It was true. He was the first cartoon character to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well,
Have there been
Not a good
others?
run.
Like, is there a SpongeBob?
I don't know. I should look it up. Hang on.
Who else? Like, who would be the next deserving character?
I was thinking like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves because like they won an Oscar.
And that movie
I think
came out
Snow,
like 100
Snow White
years
was the
ago.
first movie,
I know.
I think, that had one. There are 7 Disney characters, it says. Let me see what they are. Mickey
Yes.
Mouse, Snow White, the Muppets, Tinkerbell.
So wait, Mickey Mouse had
Donald
one
Duck.
before Snow White?
Yeah.
He paved the way.
Ah.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, Snow White came out in 1938, so that's just crazy to me
Jeez.
that movie is going to be 100 years old in not that
In our
far away
lifetime.
in our lifetime.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, Noah's up 2-0. Here's another Sleeping Beauty question. What was the name of Maleficent's pet raven?
What
Oh.
movie is that from?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, the one that Noah just talked about.
Oh man,
I did not know this.
Okay, I have
I have
an
an
answer.
I
Ben,
said Samwise.
Samwise the Raven. I said Reginald.
Reginald.
Reginald the Raven.
I think either of those could be good names for ravens, but the answer is actually Diablo.
Ooh.
Oh, the devil.
Devil Bird.
I don't know. Noah, do you remember our younger sister used to be terrified of this movie? She had like a dream once that involved Maleficent, and then for like years afterward, she could not watch that movie because she was so scared.
Yeah, Maleficent's pretty creepy. I mean, even Angelina Jolie, she's creepy. She's scary.
It's true. All right. Score is still 2-0 to Noah. Fourth question. What is the name of Cinderella's stepmother?
Stepmother.
Nope.
She has a name?
She has a name.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like I know it.
Okay. This is not it, but I think I'm close. Okay.
I said. Oh wait, you go first. Sorry.
No, I think it's you.
I said Samwise first.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's me. Francine.
No.
I said
You're thinking of Arthur now.
Grimelda.
Is that it?
No.
Oh,
Lady Tremaine.
Oh yeah.
we were both so close.
What's a Grimelda?
That's from something, I think.
It is from something. What is that from?
Grimelda. Grimelda of Hungary was a Hungarian noblewoman in the year
That's what I thought.
1009. She was also the Very Messy Witch from HarperCollins Publishers.
What's
Okay.
the name of
Not-
What's the name of the Wicked Witch? Oh no, what's the name of the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz?
Prunella.
Glenda?
I may have been thinking of that.
Okay, so still
Okay.
2-0.
2-0.
I hope one of us
Maybe
scores
Ben will
something.
get this one because I believe he has seen this movie.
Is it Tangled?
Where does High School Musical take place?
Oh,
Wait, like the school or the town?
the state?
The town.
Oh, the town. I know the state.
Town and state. Well, if you know the state, you know the town.
No,
Do
that's
you?
no, I don't.
Is it like Kansas City, Kansas or something? I don't think it's Kansas.
think I know the state.
Okay. I don't know, but I'm guessing based off the weather setting.
I'm pretty sure the state is Arizona. But I'm not sure about this. It's not?
No.
Is it New Mexico City, New Mexico?
Noah, what did you say before I
said
answer that?
Salt Lake City, Utah. But I did say it was East High School. That was the name of the high school.
Yes, well done on the high school, but it's Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
Oh. I knew it was one of those, southwestern kind of deals.
Can I have a point for that?
Well, no, because you said Arizona. If you'd said New Mexico, I would have given you a point.
Yeah, you changed your answer like 3 times.
Yeah.
I changed it once. I said, is it Arizona? And she said no. So then I said New Mexico.
Well, you were close. You almost got it. Okay. Still 2-0. How many eyes does Mr. Waternoose have in Monsters, Inc.?
More than me.
Okay.
That's correct. You get a point.
Technically true. Is this at the beginning of the movie or the end of the movie? Because there was that accident.
I don't know what version of Monsters, Inc. you watch, but it's not the one I've seen.
Wait a minute. Oh. And, okay, now I'm picturing him in a lot of different ways, and I can picture him with any number of eyes between 2 and 20. Okay. Ben, you're up.
I'm pretty sure you're first.
Is it me? Okay.
Somebody go.
6?
What'd you say, Ben?
It's more than 6. I'm going to say, not the number I wrote down. I'm going to say 8?
5.
Oh.
That's better than the number I wrote down.
I thought this was a trick question at first because I was picturing him with 2 eyes. I was like, wait, maybe he only has 2 eyes.
I wrote down 23. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, I wrote down 24 at first too. Like I went way over. It is 5 eyes. Wow. Oh, here's like a hyper realistic version of Mr. Waternoose, and it's terrifying. Wow. Okay, let's move on from that.
Okay, my last question is sort of a multiple part question. And however many answers you get is how many points you can get.
Uh-oh.
So you have to name you have to tell me what are the names of the horses in these movies. Because almost every Disney movie has a horse in it, and it almost always has a name. So, I have 5 movies. Tangled.
Okay. So do I tell you all at one time, or do we just go as...
I'm going to write them down.
Okay.
We can go one at a time if you want, if that would be easier, or I can read all of them.
No, you can read all of them.
Okay. Tangled, Aristocats, Mulan, Cinderella, and Beauty and the Beast.
This is not going to go well for me.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I legit only know one. So,
me too. And I'm not confident on my one, but
I'm 100% confident on my one. Like, I'm confident on the one that I know.
The Tangled one?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I phone Jesse?
Okay, you can phone a friend, but only if they respond in the next minute.
Wait, really? Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? It's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire now.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'm calling my sister-in-law, Audrey. I'm gonna see. All right, I put it on speakerphone. Hi, Audrey, it's Ben. I just had a Disney-related question for you, but you don't have to worry about it. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
How much time do we have? Okay, I'm calling someone else at the party. Aaron, quick, I have a question for you.
Oh no, he got somebody.
For the group think tank. What was the name of the horse in Mulan? Here, okay, now you're on speakerphone.
Uh-oh. Is it cheating if I Google it?
Yeah.
Hi, Alexa, it's Ben. I just had a Disney-related question. You don't have to call or text me back. It was for my podcast, and somebody asked a Disney question, and I was told I could phone a friend. And congratulations, you're the friend I have that knows the most Disney-related trivia. You definitely weren't the second person I called. Okay, bye. Hope you're having a great day.
Jake says the name is Horse.
Oh, it's Horse. Okay, I'm locking that in. Okay, I'm out of time. Thanks for the call, Aaron.
That's because I thought you would do better at this. I don't know. I guess not. Sam wanted me to create a game that was like apples to apples, and it was like you'd ask a question and you'd have to pick an answer. I'd be like, what Disney princess would be the most likely to be a high school dropout? And you'd have to like tell me what you think and explain it, and then I'd pick who I thought would win. I should have done that instead, I guess, but that's okay.
That's okay. Last time Sam was on, he gave us like super hard Star Wars trivia
That's
that
true.
went about this well.
That's true. Okay, Tangled. What did you guys put?
Oh, the name of the horse from Tangled is Maximus.
Oh,
Correct.
I put Sebastian.
That's the crab.
Crab. Or the lobster.
Oh,
in,
that is what
Little
I'm thinking
Mermaid.
of. Yes. Okay.
Okay, Ben gets a point for that. Aristocats.
Henry.
Aaron.
Frou Frou.
Frou Frou.
That's his name.
Close. We were close.
Okay, did you get one for Mulan, Noah?
Morshu.
No, Mushu is the dragon. Khan.
No, this is Morshu.
Okay, well, the
Wait,
horse's
what's his
name
name?
is Khan.
Todd?
Khan. Khan. Khan.
Oh, that's cool.
Cinderella?
Major.
Yes. Good job, Ben.
What?
I
How
definitely
did
get
you
it.
know that?
I definitely didn't get a text back from Audrey.
Oh.
Ah. Are we counting that or no?
I am.
Yeah, we can count that.
Okay. Beauty and the Beast. I can't believe you guys don't know this one.
I put Jacques s'il vous plaît.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide on mine. I'm thinking really hard and not stalling at all.
Ben. Ben, now he's cheating. I don't.
No, I don't think it's cheating. I don't think that's his name. Oh gosh, what is it? It definitely starts with a letter of the alphabet, and it
Molly, disqualify him.
Philippe.
it's Philippe. It's Philippe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what I said too.
There you go. Okay, well now we have a problem because we're tied 2-2 and I'm out of questions. So I'm looking up a tiebreaker question real quick.
Okay. May I just say?
See. Do you want an easy one?
I want an easy one, but can I just say, Audrey, who I called and she didn't answer, but she got every single one of them right when I asked.
You should have. Man, if she'd answered,
Wait.
you would have won.
Ben, I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
Jessie is on her way home right now. What if we ask her the name of the horse in Mulan, and if she gets it, I win, and if she doesn't know it, you win?
Deal.
Okay. She'll be home before we end this podcast.
Wait, what was the name of the horse in Mulan? I already forgot.
Con.
Han. Okay.
Okay.
In the meantime, I have a game that I have prepared. This game is called What's the Deal With? And everyone loves this game. It is clearly the game that I prepare when I have very little time to prepare a game. But we're going to play What's the Deal With? This is where I take a news story from the most recent past week, I should say, and I ask some questions about it. I ask, what's the deal with a certain topic, and that certain topic correlates to one of these news stories. The person who gives me the correct answer, or the corrector that I think is most interesting or closest, well, they get the point. Does that make sense to everybody?
I think so.
Not a bit.
Not a bit? Cool.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I've played this a few times.
I took screenshots of the stories that I'm doing, and now I can't find them. Oh, there they are. Okay. Is everybody ready to begin?
Yes.
Ready.
What's the deal with limousines? That again is what's the deal with limousines? Let's start with Noah. Noah, what are the deal with limousines?
All right. Well, we all know about the supply shortages, all of that kind of stuff. A recent study has confirmed that the average limousine is 4 feet shorter than it was 10 years ago. Due to their, just not being as much demand for a longer limousine. It's called shrinkflation. It's like when they take a few paper towels out of the paper towel roll but charge the same amount. It's like that, but with limousines.
Gotcha. I just got another text from Audrey that said she couldn't answer the phone because she's on a date with my brother.
Ew.
Yeah, it's so gross. Molly, what's the deal with limousines?
Okay, the deal with limousines is that it is homecoming season, I think. And it is, right?
It may have been, yeah.
Okay. Showing my homeschool roots here. I don't really know anything.
Every day's homecoming.
All I know is on Facebook I saw some homecoming pictures of kids that I used to babysit, and I'm like, oh man, they're going to homecoming now. Anyway, now the deal with limousines is that they are no longer in great demand because I didn't think this through. Let's see. The rental of limousines has gone down this year for homecoming because people are preferring to take electric cars.
Ooh.
Or hybrids. That's what I'm going to say.
Pick you up in a Prius.
The electric love homecoming. Well,
pick me up in your Prius.
If anyone ever told me or said that to me, I would no. Well, the deal with limousines is this. Ohio dad uses limousine to help offset school bus shortage. An Ohio dad whose kids missed a day of school because of a statewide bus driver shortage is helping neighborhood children get to and from school with a limousine. He borrowed the limousine from his father's limo service and is now, the number of kids that he's taking to school in his limousine is increasing. It's up to 42 as of last Tuesday. Kids that he is driving back and forth to school with a
in one limousine?
I don't know if it's multiple trips.
Just piling them in there.
That can't be legal.
Yeah, and he is doing this with the parents' permission. Like the parents had to sign up. He's not just picking up children in a limousine. So all the parents agreed to let him do this. But as far as who gets the point, I think I got to go with Noah because he did mention like the whole like shortages of stuff thing. He related it to limos being 4 feet shorter, but school bus driver shortage. It's basically
this is
the
actually
same thing.
like pro limo. Limos are being used for positive things.
This is a positive story about a limousine, which I didn't think they existed, but apparently they do. Okay, so Noah gets the point. Moving on to round 2 of 3. I almost just read the title of the article by accident. What's the deal with giant vegetables? And we're going to start with Molly on this one. Molly, what's the deal with giant vegetables?
Giant vegetables. We'll say a Florida man came back from a vacation and he'd forgotten to pick his vegetables in his garden, and he suddenly had a 17-foot zucchini. A
17-foot zucchini from a Florida man. That's always a nice touch.
Yep.
Noah, what's the deal with giant vegetables?
Yeah, well, as we know, it is harvest season. As a real Christian, I choose to celebrate Harvest Festival on October 31st.
Yeah, as you should.
Lots of big harvest parties going on. A lot of people in quarantine these past years have gotten really into rooftop gardens, kind of coming together to form a rooftop garden. And this one apartment complex in New York City, they set the record for the world's largest eggplant at 2 feet in length.
So you're going with the world's largest eggplant.
World's largest eggplant in New York City.
It's eggplant versus zucchini now.
Gotcha.
I know, mine was a little derivative.
A tad. But you might be happy that it was, because the deal with giant vegetables is 4 Guinness World Records were broken at giant vegetable contest in Britain. An annual competition for growers of giant vegetables in Britain resulted in 4 Guinness World Records being broken, including heaviest marrow, heaviest broad bean pod, longest leek, and heaviest eggplant.
Yes!
Seriously?
I am being 100% serious.
Well,
sorry,
that's not
Molly.
cool.
I'm very, very, very sorry, Molly, but Noah
Kinda
and
sniped
his
that one.
Noah and his heaviest eggplant get the point, or longest eggplant, or biggest eggplant. I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
Noah's big eggplant gets the point.
I need to leave now.
I'm gonna move on so we can't cut that out. What's the deal? And we're gonna start with Noah. What's the deal with mannequins?
Oh, well, the mannequin challenge, that's making a comeback. An entire town in, the entire town of, what's it called? Yeah, Arrowhead, Nebraska. Took an hour to do a citywide mannequin challenge in an effort to blow up on TikTok.
Arrowhead, Nebraska.
I don't know if that's a real place.
Doing the mannequin challenge. All right, Molly. What's the deal with mannequins?
Deal with mannequins is that a mall in. Do I have to pick a city because I'm running out of cities?
I think you should. I think you should pick a city.
I should pick a city. Okay, a mall in Detroit, Michigan, has been having issues with their mannequins being rearranged every morning when they come in to open up their shops and everything. They're all in different positions and like missing body parts and things.
Oh, no.
And they believe it is a Halloween prank by some children, but they have not yet caught the perpetrators.
A Halloween caper with some rearranged mannequins. Well, the correct answer is woman stranded on cliff was a movie mannequin. Firefighters called to a California beach to conduct a cliff rescue arrived to find the reported person clinging to the rocks actually was a mannequin from a movie shoot. The Santa Barbara County Fire Department said witness at Hope Ranch Beach called 911 to report a woman who appeared to be stranded on the side of a cliff without proper climbing gear. They eventually did rescue the mannequin and went on to say that the department said the witness did the right thing by calling 911 and that it is better to call than to not call, especially when there's a mannequin clinging to the side of a hill.
Who just left their mannequin lying about?
Well, I mean, maybe they just don't want to go get it. Like
Maybe it was a prank.
It was a
Like a
shot for a
Halloween
movie, but I am going to give the point to Molly because she doesn't
Because you
have
feel
any.
bad for me. Yeah.
But also
That's what I
because
thought.
I feel like that's more similar to a prank, like just a random mannequin appearing somewhere. Maybe this was one of the mannequins from the mall in Detroit, and it's just appeared in Santa Barbara, California. That's like, I don't know what.
Sounds like a Hitchcock movie.
1,700 miles.
Ooh. Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
close. It's a short road trip.
Yeah, so the point goes to Molly, but the overall victory goes to Noah. Noah, wait, we don't know if you won the other game yet. Because Jesse's not home.
Okay, Jesse.
Yeah.
So,
What's up,
here's
Jesse?
the question for $1 million. The camera's not on either, so we
Okay,
can't.
hi, Molly.
Hi.
She says hi. Okay, for $1 million, what is the name of the horse in Mulan?
Okay. Give me a second, because I feel like I know this.
You have no seconds. You must answer now.
Wow,
Should I start singing the Jeopardy song?
Molly's singing the Jeopardy song now.
I mean, I can name pretty much everyone else in that movie.
Mulan.
Shoot.
Mulan's father.
I don't know. I'm gonna say like, Tang.
Here, I'm gonna let you.
Oh yeah,
take over.
put me in.
You can finish the podcast.
Okay.
What's up, Jesse?
Hey Ben, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, remember that time I balanced an egg because you thought you could balance eggs on the winter solstice?
Well, it turns out you can balance eggs anytime.
Turns out you can balance them anytime.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna forfeit. Tang is my answer.
It's
Tang.
Khan.
What?
Khan. Khan.
Oh, Khan, really? I don't think I would
Yeah.
have gotten that.
Do you know
Like
the one
Genghis
from
Khan?
Cinderella? What's the horse's name in Cinderella? Do you know that one?
You know what? I do not know that movie very well at all.
It's
What
major.
about Beauty and the Beast?
Oh, Philippe.
Oh, there's one. I think Ben still wins.
I still win because it was you
Oh.
got to get the one from Mulan, and you didn't get the one from Mulan.
Yeah. Although, actually, I don't think you win because you both still tie, so technically nothing happened.
Well, okay. I guess Noah and I tie for one of the victories, but Noah wins the other one. So congratulations, Noah, or I guess Jesse now.
It's me back.
Oh, Noah's back.
Here now.
He's back.
Noah's back. Well, congratulations on winning a game.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Molly for finally breaking down Noah and being on the show.
Yay!
We've tried many
Yay.
times. It finally happened.
No, the
and
problem
thank
is
you
I work
all.
every weekend.
That's very true. And thank you all so much for listening, because you're the true winners, because we're all winners here at Noodles at Noon. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week. Later!